Welcome to Ladder Decks, where we discuss the most popular and not so popular decks played on Ladder and Hearthstone. Today, I'm going to be discussing Midrange Hunter. It's a deck that's been around for a while in different shapes and forms, but the new meta has sort of seen a sort of downfall of Hunter in general, in that there's not very many lists being played, and most of the lists that have been played aren't so strong. I think I've got one here that rises to the challenge. Before we get into the deck, let's talk about what Hunter lost coming into Whispers of the Old Gods. So first up on the list is Mad Scientist, as well as Mage losing Mad Scientist for its secrets. And Mad Scientist was run fairly often in Hunter decks to cheat out their secrets as well. So next up is Web Spinner, which was an early drop that Midrange Hunter ran that gave you value from its Death Rattle by giving you a random beast card in your hand, which helped you synergize with cards like Houndmaster and Kill Command, and often Web Spinner was even a Kill Command activator. So that was kind of a rough loss. A lot of times two of these were ran in Midrange Hunter. After that we have Haunted Creeper, which we've talked about before as well in the Zoo Ladder Decks discussion. So we don't need to go into too much discussion about that, other than that it's a beast, so it's synergized with the same beast cards, and it's just an annoying card anyway. Piloted Shredder was also a card that was run in Midrange Hunter as a 2-of, as a just really good 4-drop. I don't think we need to go into too much detail about a Piloted Shredder, because Piloted Shredder's a Piloted Shredder. So another card that Midrange Hunter lost was Lotheb, which was just a solid card in general. Great for turn 5, great for those turns where you knew your opponent was going to play a bunch of spells or one specific spell or anything like that. You could just completely disrupt their turn. Enough said about Lotheb. He's a great card. I miss him a lot. And then it ran Dr. Boom as well. So those are the cards that Midrange Hunter kind of lost, which not too much, but it was enough to kind of hurt the class even more, because it wasn't doing that well to begin with in the last meta. So let's take a look at this deck list that I've got here. This is a deck list by Mr. Yagoot, and it's been pretty strong for me, honestly. I've got a 65% win rate with it so far out of 26 games. And it has some interesting cards in it, for sure, and I kind of like it a lot, actually. It definitely is a bit more controlling, and it feels more like a mid-range deck than the old list did. So I'm just gonna start with the new cards from the new set that are in it. And first up we got Carrion Grub, which of course is a 3-mana 2/5 minion, just pretty vanilla, but it's a beast, so obviously synergizes with all the beast things, and this deck does have a lot of beast synergy in it, so it helps with that. After that we have Infested Wolf, which is another Death Rattle card that has come out from the new set that acts much like Haunted Creeper did, but the spiders that come out of it are beast themselves too, so just further helping with the beast synergy. After that we have probably the most MVP card of maybe the entire Whispers of the Old Gods set, and that would be Call of the Wild. This card is absolutely ridiculous, let me tell you this. Everybody looked at the card and was like, oh my god, that's a great card, it's amazing, and it is. Honestly, this card existing carries this deck. It allows this deck to work. Without this card, this deck wouldn't work. I don't know how many times I've been playing and been like, I need my Call of the Wild. I need it now. So, I don't even know what to say about this card right now, other than that it's just amazing. And if you play Hunter, you need 2 of them right now, so craft them. Okay, so let's just move on with some of the other cards in the deck, and then we'll discuss the deck as a whole, and sort of how to play it and things. So, some interesting inclusions are Doomsayer, for one. Doomsayer's been popping up everywhere in the meta. Like, so many decks are running this card because, well, a few reasons. You've probably heard from other bigger streamers and YouTube guys, but the lack of silence in the game now is a big help to why Doomsayer's in a lot of decks. And also, it's a good card in a lot of control decks and even mid-range decks, especially with early game fast aggressive decks like the Aggro Shaman and the Zoo decks. And it also counters Sylvanas pretty well. So for those reasons, you're going to see a lot of Doomsayer. And in this deck, Doomsayer is an absolute godsend against the Shaman matchup. Like, you want this thing in your opening hand, and you can really screw up Shaman's early game turns. Or even if they do manage to kill it and still retain their board, it's not bad because they've just used a whole turn to destroy the Doomsayer, which soaked up however much damage they ran into it, which is at least 7. But oftentimes, they overkill it because they don't have exactly 7. So they have to attack, inefficiently into it. So it acts like a taunt in that way. So the next card that's kind of interesting in this deck is Stampeding Kodo, which is also something that's popping up in a lot of decks. And it's a really efficient tempo play because you're putting tempo on the board, but you're also removing something from your opponent's board. And a lot of decks are playing lower attack minions in this meta, it seems like. And there's a lot of Zoo, obviously a lot of Shaman, and this helps to really sort of stem the tide against a lot of those things. So the next card we have, and the one I'm like really excited about in this deck, is Tundra Rhino. Like, when the hell have you seen that in a deck, right? It's a base set card. Like, you never see this card played, but it's in this deck, and I think that's so cool because typically this spot is reserved for, in a lot of other lists, is a Ram Wrangler, okay? Which is sort of situational, but there are a lot of beasts in this deck to activate Ram Wrangler, but it's a 3/3 body and you get a random beast, which, could win you the game if you get Chargosaurus Rex, whatever the hell his name is. I don't remember his name. So, but most often you kind of just get some random stuff. You don't know what it's going to be. It might be good, might not be. But Tundra Rhino, first of all, it's a card that your opponent is not going to expect. And second of all, if you can get it hidden behind a taunt, or even manage to just keep it on the board one turn and get like a Savannah Highmane behind it, or really anything behind it, like, you're just in a good position with this card. So I really like the inclusion of it, and it's helped out a lot, honestly. I love it. I love it way more than Ram Wrangler. Because you can even just play it on an empty board, and you have a charge minion for 2 damage, which in a lot of cases, especially against all these aggressive decks, is enough to take out something. Or at least trade into it with a quick shot or something. So I really like Tundra Rhino, and it's a really cool inclusion in this list. So yeah, I've sort of talked about a lot of the beast synergy in this deck, and there's a lot. Almost every minion in it is a beast. I think the only one that's not is Houndmaster himself, actually, and Doomsayer. So those are the only 2 non-beast cards in this deck. So it's almost impossible not to be able to activate Kill Command or activate Houndmaster onto something. So let's talk about how it plays. What you're looking for in the mulligan stage sort of depends on what matchup you think you're against. So if you're looking at a Shaman, obviously it's going to be an Aggro Shaman, more than likely. There are some mid-range Shamans, but most people are playing the Aggro Shaman still. And what you're looking for there is, like, your Quick Shot, your Doomsayers, and your Eaglehorn Bow. Like, Animal Companion's okay, your Huge Toads and your King's Elk are okay, but really, like, that early removal and just being able to just stop their early aggression is super important. So I'd almost hard mulligan for a Doomsayer, honestly. Keep a Quick Shot, mulligan everything else for a Doomsayer, because the Doomsayer is such a lifesaver against the Shaman in the early game. If you have the coin, keep an Eaglehorn Bow, and then mulligan everything else for a Doomsayer. I'd say similar sort of mulligan against Zoo and any other aggressive deck, really. As far as control decks, you probably want to look more for your early game minions and not Doomsayer, like, your Huge Toad, King's Elk, your Animal Companion, things like that. Even Eaglehorn Bow is still okay, because you do want to trade early on if they do play anything early, so you can keep your minions on the board so they can keep hitting your opponent in the face for damage. Some things to keep in mind when you're playing against a control deck: if you're playing against, like, Reno, keep in mind that Reno is in the deck, and he may have it, on turn 6, like they seem to always have it. But you know, don't just go face. You need to make efficient, logical trades as much as possible as well. It's a mid-range deck. It's not a face deck. I mean, you do want to be a little more aggressive against control decks, but not to the point where you're gonna lose the game in the long run. So, like I said, to that end, you mulligan for your early game minions and your bow and your animal companion, things like that. As far as the mid game goes, basically, you're just trading on the board for the most part, especially against aggressive decks. You really want to try and maintain board control against the aggressive decks, and really try to stabilize the game. You know, once they've run out of resources, whether they're like top decking or whatever, then you've got your later game cards. You can close out the game. But you don't want to push too early either. You know. Sometimes, though, it gets into a situation where you do have to make a push, and you need to be cognizant of your health total and their health total and how much damage you have available. Because there's a lot of buffing cards in here with Leok and Houndmaster and such. So definitely pay attention towards the end of the mid, early, late game against aggressive decks to your health total and your opponent's health total. Obviously, in more controlled matchups, I mean, they're definitely doable, honestly. This deck works really well still, because it has that late game to carry you through. You know, you don't run out of steam necessarily. You do have to get the draws, but you can still close out the game and win in a control matchup. So, but you want to do much of the same thing. Just be cognizant of what cards they can have. You know, like think about Brawl against Warriors. Think about like Twisting Nethers and things like that. Just all the removal that Warlock has. And try to get to the late game where you can play your Call of the Wild on a good board. Just because it's turn 8 doesn't necessarily mean you play your Call of the Wild. Like, you really need... I've had many situations now where I'm like, all right, turn 8, Call of the Wild. And then I look at the board, I look at my hand, and there's a better play. There's a more efficient, safer play that gives me some room to maneuver still. It does give my opponent one more turn, but I can't close the game out at that point anyway. So, but it gives me more board presence and a bigger, more like safer finish for like Call of the Wild. So yeah, it's a thinking deck. It's not a super straightforward deck. It's not a face deck. It's not super control, but you do have to think. There are turns that you're gonna have to take some time and think about the turn. So, I mean, to that end, if you like to think about decks and your play, it's a really fun deck to play. Actually, it can be a little stressful, but it's not too bad really. If you're looking for something that counters Shaman and isn't too expensive to craft, I mean, there's no legendaries in this deck. There's only 4 epics, 8 rares. All the rest are common, except there's actually a bunch of class cards as well, with Animal Companion, Kill Command, Houndmaster, and Tundra Rhino. I mean, those are all base set cards that everybody has. The only thing that might be somewhat difficult to get maybe are like the Quick Shot and the Huge Toad if you don't have the adventure sets. So that's about it for this Midrange Hunter deck. If you have any questions or comments, you know, feel free to leave them below. Check out the videos of the gameplay I have, and hopefully you learned something. And we'll see you next time. Later. Oh yeah, shit, I need to change. I use this one. Alright, we're all set. Deck tracker's right, everything's right, the world's right. Okay, so Warlock, probably Zoo. Could be Reno. Either way. We'll get rid of that. Don't keep that. Do we keep Quick Shot? Or do you try to mulligan for something else? Let's mulligan it. Hit confirm. That's better. Much better. Alright, let's see what he's playing. Bam, golden deadly shot. I almost dusted these at one point. I'm glad I didn't. I just figured I'd never use them. Alright, so what do we want to play here? Probably the Elec.
Job's done.
I mean, considering that I have no idea what he's playing. Well, that's an indicator. Huh. So it's some kind of control warrior, probably a Reno with N'Zoth? Reno N'Zoth? Or is it just N'Zoth control?
Stop yelling!
Huh. Really wish I had a Kodo, and I really wish I had 5 mana to play it, but I don't. So... Could Deadly Shot. Honestly, it wouldn't be too bad. It's a really annoying minion. Yeah, fuck it. It was on curve too, so fuck it. Okay, so that's the obvious play. Turn 5. Tundra Rhino doesn't seem that good, but nothing else does either. So, I don't know. Well, I don't think we quick shot here. That doesn't seem good. And Doomsayer just hurts me more than it hurts him, I believe. So, maybe it's just Tundra Rhino and go. We'll force him to have Reno. Or we'll destroy him. Destroy his life. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're 1 off lethal. Well, actually, is that true? No, because if we play high main and he leaves the Tundra Rhino up, that's 15 damage. So pretty sure he probably wants to kill the Tundra Rhino pretty badly. He should want to anyway, I think. Okay, well played. GG, first match won. Nice, I like it. All low ranks, but whatever. Lower ranks.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Ah, lame. Jerry Bells is working. No. Mage. Could be Tempo Mage. Could be Freeze Mage. Do we keep a kill command? What do we keep a kill command for? Something. Yeah, we keep it. Nice, I like it. Question is, do we coin anything out on this turn? It's really hard to say. I don't think so. It's probably Freeze Mage. Nope, Tempo Mage. Okay, that's fine. Could quick shot, but I'd rather develop the Eagle Horn Bow now.
Hunt alone.
Okay, probably, probably. Fuck that. Probably Animal Companion.
To my side.
Okay, well, that's gonna happen, I guess. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but whatever. It'll have to do. Wow, really? Okay. I mean, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just how it worked out. feel like we play both of these. This just makes more sense to me. More power on the board. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All good things. Okay, that's good. At least it seems good, I don't know. It seems okay anyway. So we can unleash the hounds and quick shot.
I wonder.
And then kill off the 1/3. Still have both of our minions on the board. Alright, let's do it. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. That only deals 3 damage, doesn't it? The fuck was I thinking?
Quickly.
I don't know what I was thinking. Let's do this though. Change of plans. Hopefully that works. Fuck me. Alright, well, fine. That didn't work out so well. Because I don't know how to count mana. Hey Ninja, what's up? Yeah, I haven't been streaming too much this week. Unfortunately. I streamed Monday and Tuesday, but then I didn't get to stream the rest of the week, so how you doing, man? Totally just fucked up a play, so that's cool. Because I'm retarded. Hopefully I don't get fucked over for it. I probably will. That was pretty not good. No, that's not good either. Okay. It's kind of bad. It's kind of really bad. I got that coming out, so there's that. Man, that sucks that I fucked that up so badly. Alright, well, fuck it. We're just gonna have to do something about it then. I'm okay other than fucking that play up. I got 1 win under my belt tonight, so that's good. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a loss. Only at rank 10 still, though.
You want it?
Really need to get higher than that. I at least try to get to rank 5 at the end of the, like every month, but obviously a hope for legend. The dream's still alive. Actually, I'd rather him hit my face because it does, I don't have any weapons. Like I only have the 1 eager hold bow. I don't care. Nice. Okay. That's good. I would like the Hound Master, but I don't think I can. So we're gonna go Freezing Trap. Quick Shot that. Do that. And the next turn we got Call of the Wild. Well, that sucks, man. What? Do you not have cards, or what's up with that? I feel like if you're not able to get to rank 15, you're probably lacking cards. Or maybe you just started. I'm not sure. Okay, this is interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. How much damage is that? That's 5 plus 4. 9 damage. They already got 1 fireball off of it. I mean, you can only play 2 fireballs, right? But it'll have more fireballs next turn. I think I gotta go for it. Just gotta do it. Hopefully I can close it out. Alright, well, I mean, there are a lot of resources online of building decks, but I mean, I can help you out if you want.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Damn it. That's not good.
Aha!
That's really not good. But I still win the game.
Well played.
Nice. But yeah, dude, I can totally help you out, like building some decks and stuff if you want.
Versus Thrall.
This deck has been pretty good against Aggro Shamans, though.
Let the hunt begin.
At least the other version I was running, which was very similar. Keep that. Alright, Sig, thanks for hanging out, man. You have a good weekend, too. Okay, well... let's get this on the board. I'll try. I'll try not to fuck up. Alright, so he's running like a Totem Midrange Shaman, which this deck isn't as good against. I don't know. All depends on the draws, I guess. We'll see. Some win streaks would be nice, not gonna lie. Would like some win streaks.
It's getting hot in here. To my time.
Do I trade here or go face? Trade or go face? Trade or go face? I feel like I go face. But... plays a Flame Tongue Totem. It could be bad.
I won.
We'll trade. We're mid-range, we're not face. We're trying to keep control of the board. Could deadly shot. Kind of feels bad to deadly shot though. I mean, it could just trade. Could kill command as well. Fuck it. You had to spend like a fuck ton of mana on that card. Was that the one that... I don't remember. I think so. Okay, that's fine. Do not mind that at all. Play this off curve. I want to get some value out of the Kodo. Yeah, here we go. Good Kodo value here. Ah, shit. Well, they could hit that too. Could just quick shot it. And Eagle Horn Bow. Quick shot Eagle Horn Bow, trade the 3/3 into the 0/3.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I like that.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Now he's just gonna spam. That's incredible. Woo. Alright. Another Totem Golem. And Lightning Storm. So he's gonna have 5 mana to work with? Of course he got that. 5 mana to work with this turn. Okay, that's fine. Just get rid of this thing. Hopefully he doesn't have the other hex right now. Trying to roll spell damage. Thing from below. No problem. Okay. Okay, so we definitely do this. That kills the right thing we want to kill. And we do this.
That's incredible.
And we'll go ahead and trade that off. I want to get 6 damage to his face. Okay, there's the other hex. God damn it, of course he gets it. That's annoying. And Doomhammer. And Rockbiter weapon. Why did you play it this turn? Just to clear the board? Okay. That's fine. Hope you have another one. Actually, I don't. I really hope you don't. Son of a bitch, he rolls the perfect one. And another lightning storm. Fight this guy. Fucking kidding me? Come on now. Talk about some bullshit.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake. Are you kidding me? I get the worst fucking goddamn bullshit draw ever. Oh well. Pretty sure he doesn't have any healing, so...
Well played.
Did you bring some fish?
Get wrecked, buddy. Boom.
Versus Rexa!
Gotta be streaming, right?
Let the hunt begin. Bring it on.
Yep. Cool. Retweet that out. So I know nobody's watching my stream, but, you know, go check out Christopher Odd's stream if you want. He's a good guy. Does good stuff. So check him out. Hunter matchup, huh? Okay. No. Definitely not that. No. Fuck. It's not so good. At least I have the coin, I guess. Okay, I got an eagle horn bow now, that's good. Hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy. I can just curve out. I don't want to have to coin out the bow. I guess I could just probably quick shot or whatever, right? Great. Well, I don't want to quick shot that so much. I'll just play Doomsayer. Doomsayer kind of fucks stuff up, right? I'm okay if you waste a kill command on that. Fuck, I got terrible cards in my hand. play off curve here. Feels bad. But I wasn't gonna have this die to this stupid fiery bat. It's definitely more aggressive than me. I just have to stabilize and then hopefully steamroll. I got both Call of the Wild, so as long as I can get there, probably close the game out that way. But that's the problem, is getting there. Okay. Still don't really have anything good to play this turn. Fuck. That sucks a lot, actually. I guess I can just play my bow. So far, I've floated a mana like every fucking turn.
To my side.
It's really lame. Good Doomsayer again.
The end is coming!
Saves me some face damage, or at least waste his bow and some other shit. Okay. Alright, well. This looks decently okay.
Oh, the dogs are
We can play high main next turn. And then Call the Wild, Call the Wild. Something like that.
I have no time for games.
Fucking Sylvanas, okay. Well, does that really change anything? Not really. Fuck it. I don't care. Everything's going face right now.
hunt alone.
Alright, well, you got to it before me. Fuck. He's still dead, though? Okay. Still dead, though. Because stuff and things, so that's, I mean, 8, yeah.
Well played.
Boom, bitch. Didn't even need Call the Wilds. Nice, rank 9. Woo, finally.